SUIC Worldwide Holdings provides research, development, investment, both public and private, into different companies globally. And they're also undergoing some management and strategic changes as well. So with me, Maninder Bhullar, who is the strategy advisor for SUIC, to bring us up to date on the business. What's the latest, Maninder, in terms of business and marketing?
Thank you for again introducing us to the general public at large. A lot of interesting things have been going on in the last couple of months here. In the last 3 months, the Benway ecosystem has progressed to a different level. The platform is geared to handle millions of transactions, and as well as onboarded some very prominent fintech companies and established ones as well in Southeast Asia and around the Asia Pacific region. Yeah. Now, fintech companies that have come on board have been providing services in the area of digital and e-wallet services, and in the area of peer-to-peer lending platforms, as well as in the payment gateway service providers, and in the cross-border payment space where global trade is being taken care of. Now, with these partners coming on board, we find that this SUIC Benway ecosystem has created significant value by building strategic partnerships. Now, to name some of the very established companies that have joined the Benway ecosystem, we have QQPay group of companies. QQPay is one of the companies that have been established fairly recently, a company that has grown in 5 different countries and moved into Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Singapore, Malaysia, and also they have established a New York office handling payments for the SME market segment for the B2B cross-border trade. Now, at the same time, we also have another company, just to name one of the many companies in the payment gateway space. We have got Gcash that have come on board, one of the well-established companies that has been set up by Denny Chong, who will be introduced very soon, and he'll be talking another few things about Gcash. Now, with these companies coming on board, there has been also another company in the peer-to-peer lending platform, which is called iFinance, and iFinance has been one of the most prominent companies providing micro loans for petty traders and as well as the SME market segment in various countries in Southeast Asia, moving into Australia and some parts in Europe. So we have got some very prominent companies like that they've already signed off and beginning to collaborate on the platform and starting to gain significant value in terms of growth of their customer base and leveraging on strengths from each other as the synergy is being in place via the Benway ecosystem. Now, one of the most significant development that has taken place is in the early days, there was a lot of discussion about the Benway ecosystem with some partners in Taiwan. And one of the things in Taiwan that the Benway ecosystem was looking was to raise funding and liquidity at the right time. So as it grows across different continents, there's also prominent liquidity to support the platform growth, and as well as in the digital marketing space. Now we have Midas Touch Taiwan, a financial services company that is providing a very strong liquidity backup for the Benway Swiss ecosystem for it to grow globally and maintain a sound viability in terms of as a going concern platform in a very big way. Now, at the same time, we have a company called Green Mountain Biotechnology, which is one of the largest beauty care company in Taiwan, and they have developed one of the most innovative digital marketing ecosystem, which is actually called a Starry project. Now, with that experiences that have been gained by companies such as the Starry project under the Green Mountain Biotechnology, the directors of the company are willing to provide the same strategic and success model in terms of penetrating markets in different parts of the world to the Benway ecosystem. So if you look at it, with all these new partners that have joined us, there have been many new other fintech companies are beginning to realize such significant value, and the numbers are growing each day in terms of interest and signing off and coming on board in our ecosystem. Yeah. Now, apart from the significant growth in terms of partnerships that have joined us, one of the most important aspect is also making sure that the Benway ecosystem is growing globally. Yeah, so the management team have also decided and have made a very strong stand to open 4 regional hubs, and one of the regional hubs is going to start off in New York, where we have also appointed a new director, which will be introduced very soon to you shortly, and she's going to take care of the whole North American market on that Benway platform hub in New York. Then then the management team is also looking at setting a platform in India to take care of the South Asia market in the city of Mumbai, which will be coming up very soon in June. At the same time, by end of May, there's already a very prominent partnership that is built to build a regional hub in Sydney, in Australia, that will take care of the Asia Pacific regions and as well as the Far East area in Shanghai, China. So as you see that with such supportive partners, we have named a few. There are other companies also around the globe that we are getting a lot of traction coming into the ecosystem. So that's some brief update that I can actually mention. And now, with undue delay, I'd like to introduce two business partners and a director that also joined Benaway ecosystem. And the first person is Esther Zhao. Maybe Esther can say a couple of words and introduce herself for a couple of minutes. Yeah, Esther.
Sure. So I'll be directing the USA office, leading the American side of things, taking care of the markets here. My background is I have a bachelor's from University of Pennsylvania, and I'll be the one responsible for starting the lunch presentation that we have prepared in May to discuss some more about updates and anything with the company.
Fantastic, Esther. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. And I'm sure you'll be making a lot of prominent impact in North America, representing the SUIC Benaway platform. Without any undue delay, I'd like to introduce one of the most prominent supporter and partner of the Benaway ecosystem in Southeast Asia, which is the Gcash Group. And I'd like to introduce Danny Chong, who is the founder and the director of Gcash. Over to you, Danny.
Yeah, thank you, Maninder, and nice to meet you, James and Esther. Yeah, hi, my name is Danny. Basically, Gcash started about 10 years ago in Hong Kong. Can you hear me here?
Yeah. Yes, we can.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, basically, we are trying to start cross-border payments for the Chinese market and international, because last 10 years ago, people who want to sell to China is unable to accept the payments, like especially the Chinese payments. They use a China Yuan Pay. So Gcash basically is providing the cross-border payments through the Hong Kong's Gcash. And then Gcash expand to the Southeast Asia through Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. And we also go to the domestic market, like provide local payments in Malaysia, Singapore, or Cambodia. Because in this region, we have 10 countries, and all the countries have a different payment method and a different politic influence. So we need to have a provide a very local payment method to our merchant base. And we also looking for expand to the e-money issuing for the Southeast Asia's market, start from Malaysia. Yeah, thanks. That's all from the Gcash Group.
Okay, thank you so much, Jenny and Esther, and great to meet you. And Maninder, anything else you want to wrap up with today?
I'm again and again repeating the same thing. I think Benaway ecosystem is a new and exciting platform developed outside the banking ecosystem, which is providing non-bank financial delivery services to the public at large in different parts of the world. And the economic value or benefits of joining this financial delivery ecosystem of Benaway would work in such a way that it's a low-cost platform, which is adopting new technologies. Number one. Number two, it's growing revenues by building strategic partnership and leveraging in each other's strength, the partners in the ecosystem. And as well as part of the CSR activity, the Benaway ecosystem is very passionate of bringing financial delivery system in the far corners of the world where it's rural and underserved areas, and many individuals do not have access to financial delivery or limited access to financial services. So that's what I like to highlight to everyone at large, that we will be making a prominent impact in the next couple of months. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I look forward to an update in a couple of months as you get going. Thank you so much.
Sure, Jane. I'm not forgotten the cup of coffee I need to have with you in the next couple of months in New York.
Right.
So keep that date.
I'm going to hold you to that. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jane.